As we think about team learning, there are just a few hard and fast rules. There's just a few really. It's not a lot about composing learning teams, but any of these following things may be considered. Random assignment. For teams arbitrarily, you can do a randomizing of groups. Every other person may be in a list, for example, or alphabetically or something like that. But you don't always want to keep the groups the same. You want to mix them up. Diversity as well. For teams, by deliberately varying their backgrounds and functions in the job, or in courses, maybe in a program by gender, age, or style characteristics of its members. I know we do that in a generational issues course. It's great to mix people up by the different generations and work on projects together. So don't put a bunch of technological novices together in one group either. So a lot of times I like to put people that have been in the program a little bit, 2 or 3 courses in, to help with the new students that are starting in the programs because we do use a lot of technology. And then all the technological geeks, the problem is if you put all the technological geeks in one group, then that's not very good either. You've got a big imbalance there. So if you're aware of different strengths in those areas, you want to split people up and make sure you have good outcomes for all your groups. So those people can all benefit from one another. There's a lot of good learning that goes on within the group, a lot of collaborative learning. Homogeneity of the groups. Form teams by assigning members with equivalent experience and knowledge. This is going to be critical for different people that are, for example, if you're doing a training program on digital teaching methods, you want to get the people that are in like nursing or some sort of field like that, or in some other area, or people that are in education together. You may want to put them together, or people that are doing technical training. The sort of homogeneous groups can work together and help each other because they're in the same area and same field and have similar backgrounds, and that can have a real positive and good experience overall for them. Then prior acquaintance and team learning. Form teams by keeping the people together that work with each other well. Previously, when they worked with one another, they've probably had a good experience and enjoyed working with one another. They probably felt comfortable with each other and they have team skills that will transfer to the new situation. That's great for some projects, but then you also want to mix things up, especially in an online course, that they're getting experience and interaction with other people in the online course and not just one group all the time. Allowing people to work together on a previous project, if they choose, can work on other projects, that's fine too. But you do want to make sure that everybody getting opportunities to have different experiences with the different people's backgrounds in their courses. They're naturally going to be attracted to people that they do present well with. That's okay too, but that's part of how networking works and happens, and people build friendships. And so allow opportunities for that too. Then self-selection. This one is just how you're allowing participants to form their own teams on some projects. If you allow that, that's sometimes a good thing too. It allows students to find a topic that they like, and people maybe for the first 4 or 5 topics, they might pick something that they're really interested in, respond to, and they kind of get in that group, so they're kind of forming their own homogeneous group based on a topic that may be assigned, that you may have 4 or 5 topics and 4 or 5 groups need to form around them. So you can allow for that as well. It provides more ownership too by the groups. So these are some good ideas for helping you facilitate structured activities and team learning with groups in an active training program.